Buenos dias, popolo. Allora, oggi vi voglio far vedere un piccolo video dove fanno vedere delle apparizioni che si suppone che siano degli angeli e sono carini a vedere, cioè, bisogna vedere anche lì se è fatto tutto con la I o no. Però, tanto per portare qualcosa di diverso al canale, vediamoci questo video dei cosiddetti angeli che vengono a salvarci nel momento del bisogno. Va bene, ci vediamo al video, ciao.
Between a close call and something far worse comes down to a miracle.
The man was washing his windshield when the vehicle came dangerously close to hitting him. The driver hit a curb, flipped a car on its side, narrowly avoiding a crash.
So, for this video, we have compiled angelic figures, heavenly interventions, and unbelievable miracles from around the world.
It was kind of like really unusual. I've never ever seen anything like it.
I was like, wow. I mean, that is an angel.
During a protest in Iran, something strange appeared in the sky. People saw figures that looked like men riding horses, moving through the clouds. One group seemed to come out of a cloud and then disappear into another. The crowd was amazed and became hopeful. Now, some have said that God sent angels to help them during these troubled times. If you agree, comment below and like this.
Il video in lingua, ragazzi, però vabbè, dai, si vede che è così eclatante che si capisce anche se uno non sa l'inglese. Niente, andiamo avanti con sto video e vediamo un attimino di che cosa parla.
This video. Preacher becomes angelic. In 2016, a priest delivered a sermon in a crowded church when something extraordinary happened. His face and body began to glow, sending bright light across the room. The people present could not see the glow, but a camera captured it clearly. After the sermon, the priest disappeared mysteriously. Many believed he was not an ordinary human, but an angel sent to comfort and guide people in their time of need, leaving behind a memory that inspired awe and faith.
Ma la cosiddetta luce divina, che poi io inizio a pensare che tutte queste cose che noi vediamo, che probabilmente all'apparenza possono anche essere vere, però credo che parta tutto da noi, è semplicemente così. Cioè noi siamo magari degli dei, siamo Dio, nel senso proprio della parola, siamo degli esseri con tante capacità, solo che probabilmente o che le abbiamo dimenticate o che ce li hanno fatte dimenticare apposta, che credo che sia più la seconda, perché probabilmente noi se ci autoconvinciamo di un qualcosa potremmo essere in grado anche di creare la materia. Cioè, un esempio banale, io adesso qua voglio un cubo d'oro e se sono talmente fermo e convinto che io lo posso fare senza un'ombra minima di dubbio, probabilmente sarei in grado di farlo. Ma ci devo credere tanto, cioè proprio perché vi spiego perché, scusate che vi devo spiegare la mia, no? Cioè in pratica, fateci caso, quando succede qualcosa di importante, tipo il bambino che sta andando sotto la macchina e la mamma che lo salva, è capace di dare una spallata alla macchina e salva il bambino. Cioè, capisci? In quei momenti critici lì, dove noi siamo veramente determinati, facciamo cose allucinanti noi umani, cioè veramente tante volte vedi cose che da supereroe, cioè proprio credo che sia più così perché non mi piace pensare che una persona ha dei poteri e l'altra no. Io credo che tutti noi abbiamo un qualcosa che però secondo me abbiamo dimenticato o ci hanno fatto dimenticare o a qualcheduno non gli conviene che noi abbiamo questi poteri. Mi viene a pensare questo. Oh, poi magari sbaglio tutto e io non sono nessuno, però dico la mia.
Road Guardian. A girl. Supernatural sighting.
Michigan couple getting the shock of their lives when they got an alert from their security camera in the driveway.
A couple reviewed their security camera and were stunned to see a glowing torso with wings hovering over their truck. The figure was clear and precise, unlike anything they had seen before. Even their pastor confirmed it looked like a real angel. The couple felt a deep sense of awe and gratitude, understanding this supernatural presence as a sign of God's blessing.
It was kind of like really unusual. I've never ever seen anything like it.
I was like, wow. I mean, that is an angel.
The photos are exactly how they were taken. I choose to believe it.
Afterlife spirit. In Indonesia, people gathered to bury a deceased man. As they prepared the grave, one man started recording the scene. When he reviewed the footage, he was shocked by what appeared on camera. A bright, glowing humanoid figure sat quietly beside the grave, but not disturbing anyone. The man who recorded it explained that he believed the figure was the spirit of the deceased, lingering near the body until the burial was complete. Angelic figure.
Sotto molti aspetti credo che magari anche una telecamera scadente con delle luci forti potrebbero dare questo effetto, però così.
Appear. Shepherd Bushiri, a self-proclaimed prophet from Malawi, was leading a church service when something strange happened. Without warning, bright white figures appeared in the hall. They stood silently among the crowd, as if they were angels who had come down from heaven to hear his preaching. The people inside the church were stunned, but when the video was posted online, many viewers suggested it was only a clever trick made to gain fame.
Cioè, palesemente fatto con la I, cioè, non posso credere che possa essere vera una roba così. Boh.
Angel in Greece. On the night of August 19, 2024, a tourist in Santorini, Greece, captured a strange moment on camera. At first, everything seemed normal. Then, without warning, a glowing shape appeared in front of him, as if it had formed out of thin air. It was shining with a bright yellow light and looked humanoid in shape. The tourist was certain he was witnessing something divine, especially in a place already known for its...
Cioè, più che un angelo, questa mi sembra l'apparizione della Madonna. Che poi anche lì è un discorso enorme. Quello che ci è stato rappresentato, queste apparizioni, è la Madonna. Noi cosa ne sappiamo? Sono esseri magari di altri mondi, dove non hanno più un corpo, dove sono pura energia. Cioè, ragazzi, io sono di mente aperta, nel senso che non posso credere che noi col nostro pianeta nello spazio siamo veramente un granellino di sabbia. Chissà quanti pianeti come noi ci sono. Magari ci sono dei pianeti dove si sono evoluti da milioni di anni più di noi e sono riusciti ad acquisire queste cose che possono fare. Cioè, io non lo so che sembra fantasia, ma io non sono di mente aperta, cioè non voglio credere veramente, che io credo che ci siano queste cose, non è che... Perché non sono così stupido, cazzo, da dire siamo solo noi, il mondo, la Terra, siamo solo noi e nel resto saranno tutti pianeti morti. Cioè, c'è gente che pensa veramente così, ragazzi, siamo messi male, nel 2026. C'è gente che ancora non crede che siamo stati sulla Luna. Cioè, non lo so, tra un po' ci dicono che, cioè, prenderà piede la Terra piatta, figa. Ecco, adesso io qua ho preso un canale che non dovevo proprio prendere, anche perché YouTube credo che non gradisca quella parola lì. Però, Madonna mia.
Supernatural sightings. Guardian angels. A woman was hiking in the mountains of Haifa, Israel, when she started recording the peaceful view below. Suddenly, two balls of bright orange light appeared in the sky and began to hover above the town. Shocked, the woman screamed, certain she was seeing something spiritual. Later, she showed the video to the locals, and they said that the lights might be guardian angels protecting the town from an impending apocalypse. Witnessing God.
No, mi ha fatto morire la ragazza, era un attimino spaventata.
Group of tourists was exploring the Batu Caves in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia, when
Minchia,
one of them
Kuala
noticed a
Lumpur.
strange figure sitting cross-legged in total silence. At first, they thought it was just another visitor meditating, until an otherworldly glow began to pour from its body.
Ma come credo anche, scusate, oggi mi rompo le balle, che certe forme di meditazione profonde ti portano a queste cose qua. Perché io penso che comunque il nostro spirito è divino, cioè nel senso che, ripeto, non ci crediamo, è lì il fatto, secondo me, abbiamo perso queste capacità perché non le abbiamo più fatte, però se stiamo a guardare, vedi, tipo questo, se fosse vero, si vede palesemente che sta meditando. Poi magari è una luce che gli viene riflessa addosso e ti dà quell'effetto qua. Però credo che certe forme di meditazione ti portano a fare queste cose, la lievitazione, capito? Che è la tua anima che si trasferisce altrove. Ragazzi, certi santi le cose le facevano, tipo Padre Pio, che lo vedevi a casa sua e magari si era andato a fare un giretto da qualche altra parte.
They quickly pulled out their phone and hit record. Within seconds, the figure shimmered and transformed into a blinding white mass of light. Later, they whispered one chilling possibility. They had just witnessed Kinawingan, the creator god. Miraculous baptism. This video was captured during a man's baptism, and something unusual happened right after. As he came out of the water, a bright light appeared very close to him. People standing nearby watched in shock and silence. The father who gave him the baptism told everyone that this was an angel that was appointed by God right after the baptism, and the believers knew it was a true sign from God, and that God watches us all. Mysterious sightings. 2 years ago, in Ein Kerem, Israel, a man on a morning walk filmed a mysterious figure on a log below a cliff. The person looked unusual, with worn-out clothes and a thick black beard. A few days later, at the Jordan River, he recorded another video while an excavator was working. In the background, a ghostly figure appeared to glide through the air. Curious and a little unsettled, he uploaded both clips online, but so far, no clear explanation has been given other than a divine figure. Divine listener. During a live broadcast from a mosque in Saudi Arabia, cameras captured something unusual among the crowd. As people sat and listened to the imam, a bright, shining figure appeared between them. The place was full, yet the figure stood out clearly.
Ma anche tipo questa forma di preghiera può aprire certi canali dove si manifestano queste entità. È come aprire una porta a queste entità e chi vuole entrare entra, cioè chi vuole entrare, chi può entrare, perché non tutti possono entrare poi da queste porte che noi apriamo.
Clearly, viewers around the world noticed it at the same time. That moment left many amazed, as they wondered how powerful the divine message is that an angel had quietly joined the gathering. Heavenly humanoid? a man sat inside a mosque in Turkey and recorded its peaceful interior. At that moment, he did not notice anything unusual. Later, when he reviewed the footage, he saw a shining figure sitting in prayer. The light covered the whole form, yet no one else had seen it in real life. Christ's return? The shape looked like Christ, standing tall with a bright light around. The sun shone from behind.
Questo è allucinante. Fosse vero veramente, mamma mia,
Making it seem like the light came from the figure itself. People ran toward it, filled with fear and wonder. Many believed it was a sign of the end times and suggested reflecting on our lives and what truly matters. Recent sighting. A few days ago,
Però peccato che non capisco tutte quelle persone cosa erano lì a fare, capisci? Sembra un po' una cosa montata, anche è troppo eclatante una roba così, dai.
in Saudi Arabia, a strange and unsettling sight
Madonna.
appeared in the sky. A massive figure with huge wings seemed to move between the
vabbè.
clouds, catching everyone's attention. Witnesses quickly began praising God, believing it was an angel.
Cioè, al di là che non può essere vero, però è bellissimo, cioè veramente stupendo. Però, boh, ragazzi, ripeto, secondo me oggi come oggi è entrata in campo questa intelligenza artificiale, non puoi più dire... io li faccio vedere, però come fai?
Many claimed it carried a message, warning the rulers of Arab
Poi,
countries to stay
adesso, voglio
strong
dire,
against their enemies.
forse che ti appare una roba del genere, no? Come mai le informazioni in televisione non vengono trasmesse, non ce le fanno vedere? O sono fake, o sono le nostre informazioni che fanno schifo a questo punto e fanno vedere solo quello che vogliono loro, che comunque già è così, Già è così.
And some are taking it as a sign in accordance with current world affairs. Christ appears. A man noticed
Hanno
something
rubato
unusual in the clouds and
la statua del Brasile, l'hanno fatta volare. Cioè,
quickly grabbed his camera. He recorded a figure rising slowly, shaped like Christ, standing firm with arms spread wide. Surrounded by clouds, it looked powerful and a sight full of hope. Later, the man shared that he had faced problems in his life, but soon after that moment, everything settled down in a way he never expected. Demon or angel? In this clip, a man was testing the zoom and megapixel features of his phone when he noticed something unusual on a distant mountain. At first, a glowing figure appeared, but moments later, it shifted into a sphere of light before vanishing into the sky. The sudden transformation startled him, and he became convinced that it was not a harmless presence, but a demon disguised as an angel. The eerie sight left him shaken. Living statue. In Tapao, people gathered to witness an incredible event. A statue of the Virgin Mary appeared to move on its own. Her cloak seemed to float gently, and her head slowly turned as if watching the crowd. People stared in awe, unable to believe their eyes. Many felt that they had witnessed a miracle, and the event inspired hope and devotion. For those present, it was so heartwarming that they even cried to see such a miraculous sight. Miracle of God. A live transmission in the Grand Mosque of Saudia revealed something extraordinary. During prayer, when everyone lifted their heads from the ground, a transparent, ghostly figure moved gracefully out of the line and faded into the distance.
fantasma.
The person who recorded the video claimed angels also pray and circulate the Kaaba. Moreover, sometimes they get visible to show the miracles of
Fateci caso comunque, dove c'è folla di persone succedono queste cose qua. Quindi vuol dire che la concentrazione di gente che prega o che medita può far apparire queste cose. Ma come quelli che vanno a vedere gli UFO, che si mettono sotto le stelle, quei gruppi un po' fanatici, no? Che vanno a vedere se arrivano gli UFO. Quando sono in tanti poi arrivano, cazzo, le luci, le cose si vedono. Quindi mi viene da pensare che l'unione collettiva di queste cose qua, di meditazione, portano a manifestare o quello che vogliamo noi e appare, o ripeto, apriamo delle porte.
God. Jesus comes to bless. In Texas, a crowd gathered around a pastor witnessed an incredible sight. A glowing figure appeared in the air, forming a clear outline of Jesus, shining brilliantly. As everyone watched, the figure moved up and down, changing its color to a deep purple before returning to its original radiant light.
I definitely am.
Overwhelmed by the vision, the people began singing church symphonies, expressing gratitude.
Yonder, and what do you think I see? I see a band of angels, Lord, they're coming after me. Ain't no grave.
Cupid sighting. A boy recorded a surprising scene outside his window. Two Cupid-like angels. One was small and round,
Sì,
holding an
vabbè,
arrow,
ragazzi.
while the other was
Questo l'avevo già visto, ma si vede palesemente che è un fake. È stato fatto con il computer, ancora quando secondo me non c'era l'AI, perché si vede che non sono proprio...
taller and larger. They seemed to be following each other playfully when the camera accidentally caught them on video. For a brief moment, both figures hovered in sight and then vanished at an incredible
sì.
speed, leaving no trace. The boy was amazed.
Cioè, se oggi andate a vedere un qualsiasi giochino della PlayStation 5, sono fatti anche meglio, ma veramente.
Wondering if he had captured a glimpse of a magical, unseen world where celestial beings moved freely beyond human eyes. Transparent figure. At a church ceremony, the priest felt a strange presence and asked the camera operator to check the recordings. When they reviewed the footage together, they saw something miraculous. A transparent, winged creature flew across the hall, confirming the priest's suspicions.
There's something that they...
The father believed God had sent this angel to bless the ceremony. He saw it as a true sign of divine favor, while the operator quietly wondered if it was only a fleeting vision. Patrolling angel. Tyler and Crystal never expected anything unusual at home, but one day their neighbor suggested checking the security cameras after seeing their cat near some raccoons. Instead, they were amazed to see a faint, smoky figure moving across their yard, almost like an angel on patrol. The family felt deeply encouraged, realizing that unseen angels were watching over their home, protecting them, and bringing a comforting sense of safety and faith. Angels in church. At St. John Brebeuf Church, during a funeral, worshippers prayed over the deceased when something extraordinary happened. Bright, shining angels appeared in the church, making their presence clearly visible. Everyone watched in awe, their hearts moved by the blessing shown to the departed soul. The miraculous event was the first time such an apparition had ever been recorded in the church. The congregation was filled with wonder, gratitude, and a deep sense of divine connection during a time of mourning. God sends angel. A man found himself trapped amid a wrecked site, fear and pain pressing on him as he crawled toward an underpass. There, he noticed a man sitting calmly under a blanket, whose quiet presence gave him courage to keep moving. When the chaos finally passed, Jimmy noticed that the man had vanished. No trace, no sign he had ever been there. He realized that God had sent an angel to protect him. This filled him with deep faith.
I got up under there I see this fella sitting on this blanket. I was scared out of my mind. And I run up and got right in his face. I said, sir, we got to take cover, it's tornado. And he looked at me and he stood up. He said, is that right? And that's all he said, and he said it.
Gratitude and the lasting comfort of divine care in the midst of danger. Jerusalem Angel. A group of teens recorded a glowing figure hovering above the Rock of Dome near Al-Aqsa Mosque in Jerusalem. The entity shone so brightly it could be seen from miles away.
Cioè, qua veramente, cioè, uno potrebbe dire un UFO. Cioè.
The teens felt it was there to watch over people under stress. Suddenly, the light intensified, and the figure vanished as if it had never been there. Amazed and confused, the teens uploaded the footage online, seeking answers. What are your views about this? Let me know in the comments section. Winged figure. A CCTV camera captured a small, glowing figure moving across the room. At first, its tiny size and shimmering wings made it look like a fairy. Soon, its shape shifted, and it became a small, bright orb of light. The camera operator explained that in his hometown...
Ma più che un angelo, questo mi sembra, è presente la Trilli, la fatina lì di Peter Pan.
Guardian angels are often believed to appear as glowing balls of light. Convinced he had captured one on film, he shared the footage, leaving viewers amazed at the mysterious, luminous presence moving gently in the space. Ascending angels. A man recorded a quiet sunset in a remote area when his camera suddenly captured a glowing figure rising into the sky. The light was so bright that he could not ignore it and kept filming in amazement. Moments later, the single glow split into two separate forms, moving upward together.
Cosa sono?
Watching this, he realized he had witnessed something extraordinary. What he believed were angels returning to the heavens, leaving him stunned and filled with wonder at the mysterious sight. Sphere from heaven? A woman casually recorded a sermon in church and noticed nothing unusual at the time. Later, while reviewing the video, she was stunned to see a glowing sphere hovering just above a light bulb. The bright entity spread light all around, making its presence hard to ignore.
And okay, Lord, and now this piece. He didn't say, Lord, it's just too much.
Cazzo, tanta roba,
The sight deeply moved her, and she took it as a divine sign. From that moment, she began to reflect on her life, choosing to repent and grow stronger in her faith. Savior. Recently in Toronto, a passerby noticed a massive humanoid shadow standing at a distance. The figure appeared to be praying, and curiosity drew him closer. Zooming in, he was stunned to realize he was witnessing something extraordinary.
Tanta roba, ragazzi. Niente, raga, il carico degli angeli l'abbiamo fatto. Mi fermo qui perché comunque ne abbiamo visti un po', se no dopo un po' stufano anche. E ci vediamo al prossimo video. Ciao da Ome.